I'm not storing only students' data. Along with the students' data, I have a branch data also. That means here student and branch details. The both different related informations. The both different related information. Student branch. This both informations I'm storing under one single table. Understand na? One single table. If you all are sitting here, my head will be like this here. Come to sit here also. Huh? This also place na. Come guys. Because I want to sit like this. Huh? Come here. Come for this is only theory part. There is no notes. Come out, all of you. Sit like this here. I can also freely. Okay. One side, all are. Why? Are you supporting girls? If one side means how I can see? I can see like this. I want to explain like this. Okay, na? And I think these two lines are very demand. No, I'm observing it. These two lines every day full. I don't know why it is full. Because of girls backside. Viewing. Oh, very sincere. Okay, right. So now here, see, the 4 students, and these all students are, I said now, these many vacancies are there. They are also placed there. In that only sitting. What? Human psychology. We can't do anything. Huh? Okay. Right. So now here, only 4 CSC branch students information storing purpose, or else I just stored in this table. But can you find out in this table, okay, will you get any data redundancy problem? Do you have any data redundancy? Data redundancy means duplicates. Do you have any duplicates? Yes, so many duplicates are there. And so many duplicate columns are there here. Yes or no? So this 3 columns data is repeated how many times? 4 times. CSC, 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 CSC. Mr. X, same number. So in these 3 columns, if you carefully identify, there are so much redundancy is occurred. Okay, na? So this is just for how many students I stored here? Only 4 students. For example, in my CSC branch, okay, in our college, there are 120 students are there now. Imagine, in this branch, how many students? 120 students are there. So these 120 students, CSC students, information, suppose if I'm storing in this table, then tell me your branch column data is repeated how many times? 120 times repeated. HOD name, 120 times repeated. Office number, 120 times repeated. So that means your data redundancy is increases or decreases? It increase. So this is one of the biggest problem when you store 2 different related data into one table. Got it? So that means the first drawback in this, okay, that's called as here disadvantages. So disadvantages what now? The first one, if your table is not normalized, your table is not normalized, and we are storing all types of data in one single table, then there is a more chances are there to occur data redundancy problem. Okay, na? This is first problem to occur data redundancy. Data redundancy is having the problem. Okay, now this is one problem. And now tell me, when duplicates are increases, then automatically your memory will occupied more or lesser? More memory wasted? Yes. So that means unnecessarily I'm going to wasting. That is called a memory wasted. Memory wasted. Okay, now this is second problem. Another problem is that, what is that? Suppose if I said here 4 students, suppose one more student is joined in CSC, then one more student information I want to insert. Like one more student joined, again that student information also I want to insert. Again one more student, like this. When number of students are increases, automatically my redundancy was increased. When redundancy was increased, automatically your memory also occupied more. Okay, so that means here insertion problem also there. Whenever you want to insert a new student data, then your duplicates also increase. Okay, now so duplicates also increase. Like this 120 students information, if I inserted into this table, then you are getting huge amount of duplicates data will generate. Okay, now so that means in this case, the another problem is also there, that is called as what now? Insertion problem. Okay, when you insert in new data, then duplicates are increase. When you insert new data, duplicates are increase. Insert new data, duplicates. So this is also insertion problem. Okay, now along with this, for example, next, if I want to do any modification on this table, for example, Mr. X, he was left from my college. He was left from my college. When he was left from your college, and compulsory the college management people will take a new HOD. They will take new HOD. Then the new HOD name is Mr. Y. And what your system admin in your college, your system admin, what he want to do, who was the new HOD, the new HOD name I want to replace in my HOD column. Understand now? So now system admin, what he was do? He was replacing like this. Mr. Y, Mr. Y. The few records are he replaced, remaining few records, suppose he left. Otherwise, when it was having huge amount of duplicates, okay, now if you do updation, in that updation, if any rows are not updated, then what it was happen, half of the rows are updated, half of the rows are not updated by your system admin. In that cases, what it was happen, if I'm going to ask, okay, who is the HOD of CSC branch? Who is the HOD of CSC branch? X or Y? Huh? Can you say or we can't say? We can't say. Why? Because in this table, as per table information, some students HOD names are showing as Y. Some students HOD names showing as X. So the people confused who is the HOD of CSC branch. And this kind of confusion is called as a data inconsistency problem. Can you remember? In our early classes, we discuss data redundancy, data inconsistency, data retrieval. Can you remember now? So data inconsistency means what now? Confusion of data. Okay. Some students HOD name is Y. Some students HOD name is X. So who was exactly that we can't say. That kind of confusion is called as what now? Inconsistency problem. So that means that inconsistency problem, when it was occurred, whenever you want to do some updation, okay, in this updation, your system administrator will do update few records, but not few records. In that cases, there is a data inconsistency problem is also occurred. Data inconsistency problem also occurred. Okay, now, okay, that is one thing. Another problem is what? For example, can you see? These are the students. Okay, so maximum every student, once they completed their academic, he want to left from college. Okay, now suppose these people, the 4 years academic is over and they want to left from my college. So when they left from my college, what the system administrator will do? So already the students are completed their course and they left from my college. Then what the system admin will do? He want to delete only students' data. Which data I want to delete? Only students' data. Because students are already, they left out. So they left out. So I don't want it, their data. I want to delete, for example. If I want to delete, but here which data I want to delete now? Only students' data. But my HOD is there. My branch is there in my college. My HOD, my office number, those are permanent. But students are not permanent. Up to their academic, they're there. After academic is completed, they left out. Understand now? So now the students' information only I want to delete. Is it possible here? Is it possible? No. Because when you deleted students' information, along with the student information, what are you deleted? Branch information also deleted. Understand now? So once you delete student data, then automatically branch data also deleted. Because of reason, this both informations are having in the same memory, that means same table. So one data, if I delete, other data I am losing. Yes or no? This is one more problem when your data was having in single table. That is called as a deletion problem. Okay, now, so these are the main problems of your when without normalization. When your table is not in the normalized format, then these kind of problems we are facing. Okay, redundancy, memory wasting, inconsistency, okay, deletion, insertion, updations also we have a problem. That means user can't perform DML operations as per our requirement basis. If I do insert, redundancy increase. If I do updation, inconsistency problem occur. If I do deletion, other data also lose. So whatever the user is performing DML operations on this table, for every operation, when you perform, for every operation, there is one problem is created. Insertion, what problem? Duplicates are increases. Updation problem is what now? Inconsistency problem. Deletion problem is what now? I deleted one thing, but other also deleted. So these operations, when you perform, there is one problem is created. Understand now? So that's why programmer cannot perform these operations flexibly. They can't perform it flexibly. Okay, now? So these kind of the problems will be facing by industry people when they store their business data in one single table. Are you clear now? Up to now clear? Huh? Yes or no? So now what we required? Now we required what? Normalization. So in this kind of situations, now the people will apply a technique. The technique is called as what? Normalization. Normalization means what I said. It is a technique which is used to organize data. or information in which tables? In multiple tables. So that means what I want to do, the single table data, whatever it was there, I want to split. I want to split or decompose or else divide into how many tables? Two tables. One table I have to create as per student. One table I want to create as per branch. Then student data, branch data. Two data I am separating. Understand na? But here what happened? Two data combining in one table. But it's not good for me. Then I want to divide. Okay, na? Students separate. Branch separate. If I divide like this, okay, na? Then what happened? User have a more flexibility to insert, to update, to delete. And data redundancy also we are decreases. Okay, na? When data redundancy we reduce, automatically memory save. Okay, na? And when data redundancy reduce, your inconsistency problems also avoided. So I can freely perform insert operation. I can freely perform update operation. I can freely perform delete operation, whatever I want to delete. Okay, na? That is what normalization advantage. And now see, I'm going to making normalized. Now I will divide it into which one? Normalized tables. How I want to do? Very simple. Normalization means dividing policy. Simply remember. Which policy? Divide policy. So now here two tables I separately prepared. Student underscore details and before store. Branch underscore what? Details. And one more table, student underscore details. Here two tables I'm going to design. Okay. In this table, I will take here one of my code, branch code. And now I want to take branch code. Next, branch name. Next, HOD. Okay, na? HOD. Next, office number. Office number. Okay, na? Office number. This is one table I prepared. See how much easiness. Okay. Another table, what now? Student ID. Okay. I want to create what? Next, student name. Next here, I will take it now, branch. Okay, code. So now these two I separated. Can you remember primary key, foreign key relations? Okay, I divide like this. Here I will applied, okay, PK. What is this? Here I was applied FK. What is this? Foreign key. So these two tables have a relation. Yes. Now branch code 1. Branch name CSC. Branch HOD name Mr. X. Office number 040 22 33 44 55. Okay, now next is over. That's over. Student ID 1021. Student name Smith. Student branch code 1. Student ID 1022. Student name Alan. Branch code 1. Now 1023. Student name is Ward. Branch code is 1. Next, student 1024. Name is Jones. Branch code 1. So now I just keep it like this here. Okay, now, and now it is like this. Now two tables I design. So first thing is what now? Here, this much redundancy was there here. But here, do you have any redundancy? No. So do you have any redundancy? No. Okay, now there is no redundancy in these tables. Second, here not a redundancy. This is not a redundancy. This is what? Foreign key. It means what? Children's. Means what? Children's. So CSC parent having how many children's? 4 children's. It's not considered as a duplicate. When it is considered as a duplicate, when you remove your foreign key and don't make it relationships, then it is called a duplicate values. If you make it your relation, then it's not treated as a duplicate. It treat as what? Children's of your parents. So here HOD how many times? 1 time. Branch name how many times? 1 time. Office number how many times? 1 time. Previously 4 times. Suppose now I am inserting 120 CSC students data. Can I insert? Where I want to insert? Student table. So in this table, I'm inserting how much? 120 students data I'm inserting. Then tell me your CSC branch repeated 120 times. Your HOD name is repeated. Your office number is repeated. No. Only single time only having here. You can 120 or 150 or 1000. None of the matter. But your branch name will not repeat. HOD name is not a repeat. Office number is not repeat. It's having only one single row. So redundancies are reduces. That is first advantage. When redundancy was reduced, memory also save. Okay, less memory will occupy. Next one come out. Insertion. You have to do insertion. Happily you can insert any number of student, but that will not affected on my branch. Okay, now my branch name, HOD name, office number, only 1 time repetition, not number of times. So I don't have any problem of insertion. Next, updation. Now my your HOD was left from college. Again, management will take a new HOD. The new HOD name I want to update now. Update means here how many rows are there? Single row. Can I do like this? Easy now. Is there any data inconsistency problem? No. Very simple. One record is there. One row is there. I just updated. And system admin also very easy to update. If you have a lakhs of records now, lot of time taken process and also confusion. Okay, now. So this is easily I can do. So updation problem also avoid. Next one, what now? Deletion. Deletion. Now my students' academic is finished. They left from my college. Then what I want to do? They left from my college means their data I can delete. If I deleted my student data, my branch data will affected? Not affected. Your branch data still in your table? Yes or no? Yes. What we deleted? Only student data deleted. But you have a branch information. Branch information I'm not losing. I'm not loser. I lose only student. Student only I'm deleting. But branch still I have it here. But here what happened? Once the student data deleted, along with the student data, branch data also deleted. That's the problem. But here that problem is not there. Now tell me, normalization is good or denormalization is good? Normalization is good. That is the reason in industry, normalization is one of the most important topic to maintain your data proper consistency manner, proper accurate manner. Okay, avoiding duplicates, saving memories, Okay, now this kind of advantages are there. Clear, all of you? So now here what it is. Okay, this is called a normalized tables. Now, how many tables? Multiple tables. So when you store like this is called as this table is called as a denormalization table. Denormalization table. Okay, now this is denormalization table, and these are normalized tables. So that's why denormalization tables are no one can accept in your real companies. Okay, now every denormalization table immediately they will converting into normalizations. Got it my point? Now tell me. So whatever the disadvantages we discuss here, can I convert into advantage? Definitely. Okay, so definitely I can. What I say to occur data redundancy, that means I say to reduce data redundancy. Memory waste occupy. Here, what I'm saying here, memory saved. Insertion problem, I can say to avoid insertion problem. Next, to avoid updation problem. To avoid updation means to avoid data inconsistency. And the next one is what now? To avoid data deletion problem. Okay, now. So these are called as what now? Okay, advantages of normalization. Once your table in the which format? Normalized format. This is advantage. Clear, all of you? Why? What is normalization? Why normalization? Understand now? So normalization is required to avoid some problems. The problems I was given. All right, now these definitions write down first of all. And these examples also take it here because you can easily understand that. And this is your denormalization table. Okay. So when your tables are denormalized, then there is some problems, and these are the major problems, okay, what we will be face. And to convert your normalized tables, Okay, right. So these are what now advantages. And the next one is what now? Where we want to use this normalization. Okay. So basically the normalizations techniques are using by people. Okay, where it means at designing levels they will be used at database design level. So designing levels, they will be used, not at a development level. Okay, now. So can you know this when you want to develop any project in IT industry, every company will follow what is this? SDLC. SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. Okay. In this software development life cycle, we all of you know there are mainly some phases are there. The first phase we called as what now? Analysis phase. Okay, analyzing or else. Second one we called as what now? Designing phase. And the third one is called as a implementation or development phase. Okay. Next we have your testing phase. Next we have your maintenance phase. So, Nona, these are the major 5 phases. So in this, after analysis of your client requirements, the project lead will be preparing one final documentation. And based on the documentation, first they will go for what now? Designs phase. Suppose you need to develop one Java project and client was giving some client requirements to you. Based on the requirements, we are analysis whether it is possible or not possible, we can do it or not, this future is can be implemented practically or not. So this kind of analysis was going to be done by your project leads. Okay, after analysis that all, and they will say yes, we are ready to do your project, then they will be keeping into, or they will be convert into one final documentation, what we want to do, what is the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, like it will be one documentation will be prepared. The final project document will be having here. Based on the document, what the first level designing levels. In the designing level, for example, you need to design your Java forms. What we are using? For designing purpose, what are you using? UI technologies, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, yes or no? Angular, jQuery. Okay, the different types of scripting languages we are using to designing your forms. Understand now? So after that, we are going to be writing some logical code for your forms. That's the next level. So in designing level, how you guys are using HTML, CSS, jQuery, JSON, as Angular JS, React JS, how we are using. Okay, same as in the database projects. Okay, database analysis is over. They will be making a final documentation of the database project, and later they will start a design. In this designing level, database architects who are working in a company as a position of architect position people, they will design your first database. That means how many tables they want it, which table, which columns should be required, which table to table relations are needed. Okay, now, so these all kind of things, they will preparing one use case diagrams are there. Can you see anybody? Can you see use case diagrams? So some pictorial format, it will be there like this. Some pictorial format. Can you see anybody in your projects? This kind of tables. Okay, it having link, it having a link, it having a link. Can you see this kind of diagrams will be prepared? And this is what here, like it is just like a blueprint. It will called. So now first they will be designed. So as per this client requirements in this project, how many number of tables are we need? First, there will be analysis. So each table, which kind of attributes they required? The attributes means columns they will prepare. Each column names, which column primary key, which column foreign key, yes or no? So this all kind of information they will be preparing in the designing levels. After preparing this designing part with the help of normalization techniques. So in this designing phase, the normalization techniques will be verified. So first normalization technique satisfied, these tables are not. Second normalization technique satisfied. Third normalization technique satisfied. BCNF, Boyce Code normalization form technique satisfied. Fourth normal form satisfied. Fifth normal form satisfied. So these all techniques are at the time of designing phase only, they will be checked. Because after development, you can't check this normalization. Normalization techniques can be implemented before development. Before development, what? Designing levels. So the designing levels, each and every technique, rules, conditions basis, they will be designing their tables. After finalizing those tables, then they will send it to database developer. Database developer creating tables. 25 tables in this project. 25 tables are created with the column names. Which column is having primary key, foreign key, relations, everything they will be practically developed. Understand now? And after that, that development part sending to one by one testing people. Testing people will testing whether this table and this table having relation properly working or not, data consistency storing or not, any inconsistency problem is there or not, duplicates are occurred, nulls are occurred, this kind of testings they will check it out. After checking if it is okay, then they will sending to maintenance people, and finally it was submitted to client. So this much hierarchy will be followed by people when they develop either front-end projects or back-end projects. Okay, na? So in this level, your normalization technique will be useful for at level designs. So in designing phase only, normalizations will be applied. After that, development is started. Okay, so that's why where you want to use means we are using at a database designing levels. Okay, now next, what is the next one is types of normalization forms. So how many types? There are few types. First one, first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, next BCNF, Boyce Code normal form, next 4NF, next 5NF. Okay, na? So these are what it was. So there are techniques. The total 5 techniques we have here. Okay. So first one, first normalization form technique, second normalization, third normal, BCNF, 4NF, 5NF. NF stands for normal form. Okay, now So, but in this, every industry will go to check the first four techniques. These are mandatory techniques we called. Okay. Everybody in their database projects, what they will check means first four they will check. First normalization, second normalization, third BCNF, voice code normalization. These are the four techniques are mandatory to check at the time of designing phase. And the remaining 4 and 5, these are called optional techniques. Somebody they will be checked or somebody they didn't check. Why? Because 4 enough, 5 enough. If you go for check 4 enough, if you go to check 5 enough, both are there is no useful. Okay, now. So if you do 4 enough, if you do 5 enough, okay, both will be give a same output. That's why this 4 and 5, the people will say optional techniques. Okay, it's not mandatory techniques. But first four techniques are called as a mandatory. Okay, but in my classes, I will explain all techniques. And you will see why 4 and 5 techniques are optionals. That also I will show to you. Okay, now understand now? So these are the total techniques. And now one by one, we will go for this. I will explain to you one by one technique, what is what and what kind of conditions and problems are there. We will see it. Okay. Now onwards, no need to write any notes. I will send you final document to you. Okay, now this is in Google Class. I will upload. Okay, up to your stop and go, come to your normalization, and this is complete documentation I will share you. Okay, now in this along with your example tables and everything I prepared here. Okay, now if you are writing these notes now, normalization techniques are taking 1 week time. That's why simple I will explain to you, and I'm forwarding this document to you. With theory and with example, definition, all are there. So come to types of normal forms. First, second, third, BCNF, fourth, and fifth. Let me come out. What is first normal form technique? What it was tell us, and what I want to check. Carefully observe. The first normal form. For a table to be in the first normal form, it should follow the following 4 rules. Is it visible now? 4 rules need to satisfy your table. So whenever your table satisfying these 4 rules, then it called as a yes, this table first normalization form will be reached. Okay, na? So now what is the first one? Each column should contain atomic value. Atomic means a single value. But tell me, user defined data types. What purpose we are using? Storing multiple values. But normalization, what it was telling? Single value. So that means if I store multiple or group of values in a particular column of a single row cell, then the table is not satisfied normalization. That is the reason why in real time 99% of people are avoiding user defined data types. Got it my point now? That's why, can you check it out? Any table in our database, any table in our database, how it was there? Check it out. Do you have any multiple values? Single values now? Any table you can check it out. Any table you can check it out. How it was? Single atomic values. So this is called a normalization table. Okay, now? So that is the reason user defined data types are what we said. Not used in SQL because of reason. This is the reason of why we are not using. If anybody asks you, your interview panel, you can say, as per normalization technique, Each column should contain atomic values, sir. By that reason, if I use user-defined data types, I can store multiple values. But the multiple values mechanisms are normalization tables are not allowed. Okay, na? So that's why. So now we can see example. Column 1, column 2. In this is my first column. And first column is having some rows. First row, second row, third row, fourth row. So now column 1, you can see the column 1, each and every row cell is having how many values? Single value. So this is correct. Nothing problem. But whereas come to column 2, first row cell having multiple values, x comma y. Second row is also having w comma x. So these are called as a group of values. And remaining, this is okay, but these two are not satisfied. So when your table will be like this, then your table doesn't comes under normalization table. First rule, clear all of you? This is. What is second rule? Second rule, what it was tell us, a column should contain values that are same data type. But here two columns I have it here. One column is a name column. One column is a date of birth column. Name column data type is what? Varchar 2. Date of birth, data type is what? Data. So Varchar 2 means Sai, supported, Jones, writer. But what is this? Data. Can you save here? No, this is wrong. You can't keep like this. In Varchar 2 data type, you can't store date format of data. That is a wrong actually. And here also data birth correct. But in data birth, what is this? Miller. Miller is a data stringer. String. This is not correct. So your columns as per column data type, that related data only maintain. Other data will maintain, then that is also not comes under normalized table. Okay, this is second rule is telling us. Third rule, what is my third rule means? All columns in a table should have a unique names. Unique means same name or different names? Same. Different names. Okay, na? So now here observe. But in my table, okay, in my table, I have a 3 columns. But in 3 columns, 2 columns are having same name. So this is not correct. Your table columns should not have any duplicates. Every column name should be different. Okay, if you have like this, your table is not allowed. Okay, na? Right. And the next one is the order in which data is stored. That was not a matter. Okay, na? Order in which data is stored, that is not a matter. That's why you can store 1, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, any manner you can save. It's not like that, sir, I should have wanted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in sequence order I wanted. That is not a rule. Okay, what normalization telling us? Your data can be stored in any mismatching of order, nothing problem. Clear? These are the 4 rules. Now tell me, these 4 rules are your EMP table satisfied or not? Check it out. First rule is what? Each column contain single value. All are single values are. So first rule satisfied. Second rule is what now? As per their data type, same data should be stored. Now EMP numbers, name, strings, jobs, strings, MGR, numbers, hire date, dates, salary, numbers, commission, numbers, department number, numbers. So all are satisfied. Third one is what now? Each and every column should be unique. Now see how many columns here total? 8 columns. Is there any duplicate column? No. EMP number, name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number. But is there any same columns are there? No. Third rule satisfied. And order. Order is what? Mandatory or none of the matter? Optional. Now you can see, if you see employee number, either order or not order, I don't know. So e-name is having any order? Order means A to Z. But your A to Z not there. First, what it is character? S after what? A after what? Is there any order? No, but still it is correct. Same as here also. Same as here also. Same as here also. Salaries. Salaries having any order? No, this is correct. So order is there or not there? It's not a matter. And department numbers also you can see, not a order, but it is correct. So now EMP number, same as department number also you can see. It is also satisfied. Satisfied all rules are. So that means, can I say these two tables or else what we are created personally, all are what type of tables? Normalized tables. This is called a normalized table. And which normalization? First normalization tables these are. Because first normalization, whatever the 4 conditions are there, that all 4 conditions are, these 2 tables are satisfied. So these 2 tables are first normalization technique will be successfully satisfied. Okay, na? So this is first normalization rules. We are going to be check it out like this. Okay, na? Right. And come to second one. What is my second one here? Observe. Second normalization form. Second normalization form, carefully see. For a table to be in the second normal form, it must satisfy 2 conditions. It must satisfy how many conditions? 2 conditions. First one we called as the table should be in the first normal form. So a table should be in the first normal form means how many conditions? 4 conditions should be satisfied. First thing, okay, that's over. After that, your table should not contain partially dependency columns. So first normalization form conditions are satisfied. After that, what next I have to check? In your table, is there any partially dependency columns are there or not there? Suppose in your table, if you have a partially dependency column, then immediately that column will be removed from your table. So remove means remove from your existing table and keep into another new table. Understand na? But that column should not be there in this table. Okay. Here my meaning is what now? What is partially? Partially means partially means fully dependencia, half of the dependencia. Half of the dependencia. So partial means not completely depends. I'm depending only few. That means half, not fully. Yes or no? So now that is a partial. Okay, but before you want to understand partial dependency, first we know what is fully dependency or functional dependencies. Now we can see definition of the first. In a table, if non-key columns, non-key means non-primary key column, and of course normalization, whenever you are coming and listening these classes, you should have a good knowledge of primary key, foreign key, composite primary key. These are the 3 very important. These already we discussed in our constants concept. Okay, once you can go to refer. Okay, now right. So now here non-key columns. It means non-primary key columns are depends on key column. Key column means primary key column. So non-primary key columns are all depends on primary key column. Then it is called a fully dependency. Okay, now it means what now? Careful observe. Here I have a 4 columns A, B, C, D as per definition I'm explaining here. A column is called as what now? Primary key. So B comma C comma D, these are non-primary key columns. Suppose these all non-primary key columns are depends on primary key column, then it is called a fully dependency. Okay, now for example, some children's depends on mother and father. Okay, now so children's are, when children's are depends on father and mother, those children's are partially dependency children's or fully dependency children's. It is a fully dependency children's. Why? Why means what it is there? Yeah, both are. Mummy, daddy is there. Yes or no? So when children was depending on father and mother, both of them, that's called a fully dependencies. Your language, I'm coming here. You are not come to my language, but I'm coming to your language. Okay, na? Understand na fully dependency? Partially dependency means what? Children's in some family, children's are having only mother. There is no father. Otherwise, in some family, children's are only having father, but not mother. So when any one person, when they depend, it's called a partially depending. Understand na? Some families, children's are only having father, no mother. These are called a partially dependency children's. In some families, children's are having only mother, no father. These children's are called a partially dependency. But when the children's are both of them, okay, then it is called a fully dependencies. Now concept clear? Huh? Understand na? Or any example? Or इससे ज़्यादा example नहीं है यार. It's a best example of father and mother. So now here, non-primary key columns are when it depends on a primary key column, then it is called a fully dependencies we called. Understand na? Now we can come and see one table example. Student ID, name, branch, address. Total 4 columns. In this 4 columns, one of my column is primary key. Which column? Student ID. And now tell me, with the help of student ID number, can I get all the information about a student? Yes or no? Can I get it? I don't know your name. I don't know your father name. I don't know your which branch student, how much scored. I don't know. But I don't know your all ticket number. With your all ticket number, your entire data, can I see? Yes or no? Yes. So that means with all ticket number is called a primary key. Your name, your subjects, your marks, your college name, your father name, address, these are all are called a non-primary keys. When with the help of this, I will get remaining all information. It means that remaining all information is depends on a key column. That is called a fully dependencies we called. Okay, now nowadays you can see somebody is asking PAN card number. And PAN card number don't give to anybody. Okay, now we can give it because you are a student. But after employee, PAN card is very, very important. Because once you give PAN card number to anybody, they will see your entire biodata. Even though your 10th class where you studied, also, they knows that. Your 10th class, your intermediate, your degree, PG, your mother, father, your date of birth, okay, your address, your salary, income, okay, how much salary are you getting, how much tax payable, okay, now deductions, adding allowances, each and everything the person can copy your data. That's why PAN card number we are not giving immediately. It's very rare because they know my PAN card number, my entire personal data and also professional data, both he knows with only PAN number. Understand now? So PAN number is called a key column. My personal professional data is there now, that is called a non-key column. But these all data depends on key column. That's called as a fully dependency. That means I am fully dependent on my PAN card now. Yes or no? Yes. Same as, suppose your friend is there. Your friend is working in so-and-so company. Only company name I know. And my friend name I know. In which department he was working, I know. Okay, na? So he was coming from where, I know. Okay. So these informations I know. Now I'm going to company. There one security person is there. Asking, who are you? Sir, I want to meet my friend, sir. Okay. Go to receptionist. The receptionist there. Just go to ask. So you will go to receptionist. There one receptionist standing, asking, what do you want? You're saying that, madam, I wanted my friend. Okay, tell me your friend name. So tell me your friend details means, what you say, my friend name is Mr. Smith, madam. Since he will check it out. Sorry, sir, on the name of Smith, there are 100 employees are working in my company. Who you wanted? Again, you are saying that, madam, my friend is working in Java department. Java. Sorry, sir, in Java department, there are 10 people are there. Their names are Smith. Oh my God. Madam, my friend coming from Amirpet, madam. Amirpet. Sorry, sir, from Amirpet, there are 5 people are coming on the same name. Oh my God. So what I want to do? Whatever I say, she's saying that number of people are there on the name. So finally, what I'm saying here, you're standing here. One more person came. He doesn't know anything about you, but he know only one thing. That's your employee ID number. He doesn't know his name and salary, working in which department, doesn't know. But he came, madam, I want to meet my friend. Tell me your friend number. He was saying, employee ID number, madam, so-and-so number. He will enter. Yes, sir, take your friend. This guy was shocked. What, yeah? Oh, employee ID. Successor. I said name. No use. I said department name also. No use. I said where he was coming from. No use. I said his father name also. No use. But he said only. It means what do you understand? Which is key? ID number. So, and especially girls, I'm telling. Nowadays, so much fraud is going on in outside. Especially marriages levels. So in marriages levels, your parents are attending marriage and the guy was coming to you and saying to you. You ask, what are you? I'm a software engineer. He was telling like that. But later, you know, he was a Chintakal Ravi. Very careful, girls. So when he was coming here, they will say like, your parents are asking. Your parents are very happy because my who is this? Yes, this guy was a software engineer. Okay, superb. My child also getting some good life. Okay. So parents are, they're just thinking that software engineer. Okay, software engineer. But he was originally software engineer or not. Okay, na? That's responsibility is yours. Yes or no? Because mummy, daddy, they don't know. Maybe some parents are uneducated parents. Some parents are medium level educational people. Yes or no? They don't know about the person. But you are a BTech student, you are some educational person. So when you choose your husband or else your partner is right or wrong, first check it out. So he was coming to your home and saying that I am a software engineer. My package is 5 lakhs per monthly. He was built up. He was built up or not, you need a genuine. So when you are talking to your partner, okay, future partner, so what you ask, you don't ask anything about him, the name, nothing. Can you give your employee ID number? Ask. Only employee ID number. He was having employee ID code. He was saying that, yeah, definitely I will give it. So write down. Give me your company name, write down. This two enough. Working location, company ID. So these things you will be verify, background verification. He is a genuine fraud, Chandrakant Ravi, your life, because your life. Yes or no? Boys are nothing, waste fellows. Girls very important. Okay, your life. They will what? Today one girl, tomorrow one girl. After marriage also, you will face a problem. He will not face any problem. Yes sir, he will be happy. But whose life is a struggle? Ladies, girls, very important to you. So that's why check it out. Is a genuine or not? How you know genuine? ID number. If you go to send your ID, so-and-so company, and call it, okay, they will say, can you tell me this guy was in your company working or not? He will tell it. Entered. If ID is correct now, his biodata will come. Yes, madam, he was our employee. He was a software engineer. His designation, his salary, package, everything you can ask. There is no problem that you have a right. And you say, because of reason, I wanna marry to him. That's why I'm going to taking some information, madam, for my security purpose. You can ask them, and companies also support to you. This kind of information, so many girls doesn't know. Maybe no or no, I don't know. So they will what? They will also filter software. I'm ready. What ready? Career important, life important. All are software. But genuine, who is that selected? That's what. Don't hurry. Career. This is not a one time. It is a what? A settlement, lifetime settlement. Be carefully choose your partner. You are genuine, correct or not? Salary 5 lakhs is right or wrong? Because they will say my salary 5 lakhs and they will take more dowry. Yes or no? From the daughter parents. Yes or no? Dowry means Telugu, telusu kada? So that is what. So that's why be careful. That's why you just ask the person employee ID number. If the person is ready to give little bit, believe he was somewhat genuine. And 100% is when you believe after verification. That's their problem, not your problems. So you check out like this. Okay, everything what he said to you in phone or somewhere, that is correct. And then you believe, yes, this guy is perfect. Okay, if I marry to this guy in my life, future also somewhat good. Okay, I can. Okay, then you can go to move it. Otherwise, he was coming, Chandrakant Ravi, I'm a software engineer in America. Give me 50 lakhs dowry. And parents are, America, lelo. After you're going to America, he was not software engineer. He was a bathroom cleaner. I don't understand here. These many educational people also, they felt into fraud. Why they're not checking this all background? Some parents are very too much. If boy was smart, hero, just like hero Mahesh Babu, lelo, my daughter. Lelo. Daughter liked her, not liked her. He was working or not working. What is his income? No one can check. Smart, good. They also felt. What smart? How many days smart? After 60 years, everyone. This is everyone life. So these all are checked out. Especially girls, I'm telling. Okay, right? Security, your security, I'm telling. So here, what now? So fully dependency. Fully dependency means our entire data will be depends on one key column. That may be IDs, employee ID, student ID, student all ticket number, PAN number, and even though nowadays Aadhaar number also they will get your information. Yes or no? So these are the very important. Okay, na? So now here observe in this student table, do you have any partially dependency column is there? Partial is there? No, all are fully, because name, branch, address. These all non-primary columns are depends on which column? Student ID. So that means fully dependencies. Your name, branch, address. These three depends on student ID. This is called what? Fully dependencies we called. Okay, so that means in this table, I don't have any partially dependency columns. So when I don't have it any partially dependency columns, then this table as it is carry forward. Okay, na? So I don't want to do any modifications in this table. I don't want to do any changes in this table. As it is table, you can send it to next level. Understand na? But in case if you found any partially dependency column in this table, then what we want to do? Then you can apply decomposing method. Which method? Decompose. Decompose means divide method, splitting method you can apply. And which is your partially dependency column is there, that will be separate. Okay, now that how it is. Okay, this is fully dependency, clear all of you? Whatever the examples I was given, clear now? Okay, and what is partially dependencies, that we will discuss in Monday session we will discuss, and Monday maximum we will be finished this normalizations. Okay, if it is possible, I started PLSQL. Okay, right, guys. So thank you so much. And online students, I will interact with you on Monday. Okay, so online people, I will interact with you Monday. Okay, right.